Exam Dost, success का host, Sainik Navodaya में topmost.
Welcome friends. In today's session, we will understand the concept of LCM and we will also see some examples and understand how to find out the LCM. In today's session, we will talk about the fundamental method of calculating it. But as we proceed with our sessions, we will also see that how can we find out the LCM just by going through the options and without any actual calculation. Let us move to the now LCM actually stands for lowest common multiple. Now to understand this lowest common multiple, we have to understand all these three terms involved here, out of which the first one is multiple. Let us understand what is the meaning of a multiple. Now multiple is when we multiply two numbers, then the product is called the multiple of both of the numbers. Let us understand through an example. If I multiply 5 by 1, 5 multiplied by 1 is 5. So 5 is the multiple. Rather, we say that the product is the multiple. It is a multiple of what? It is a multiple of 5 as well as it is the multiple of 1. Now when we say it is a multiple of 5, we are multiplying 5 by 1. So we call it is the first multiple of 5. हमने यहाँ पर 5 को 1 से मल्टीप्लाई किया है, 5 1 5 होता है, तो 5 हमारा मल्टीपल है एंड ये कौन सा मल्टीपल है? ये फर्स्ट मल्टीपल है, ये 5 का फर्स्ट मल्टीपल है. अगर ये 5 का मल्टीपल है तो ये दूसरे नंबर 1 का भी मल्टीपल है. ये 1 का कौन सा मल्टीपल है? ये 1 का फिफ्थ मल्टीपल है. बट दैट इज नॉट इंपॉर्टेंट. लेट अस अंडरस्टैंड द मल्टीपल ऑफ 5 फर्स्ट. नाउ सिमिलरली इफ आई मल्टीप्लाई 5 by 2, I get 10. What is this 10? 10 is the multiple. It is the multiple of 5. Which multiple of 5? Multiplying, हमने 5 को 2 से मल्टीप्लाई किया है, तो ये 5 का कौन सा मल्टीपल हो जाएगा? ये सेकेंड मल्टीपल हो जाएगा. So 10 is the second multiple of 5. Similarly, if I multiply 5 by 3, we get 15. And this is which multiple of 5? It is the third multiple of 5 because we are multiplying 5 by 3. So we call it third multiple of 5. Let us take one more example. To find out multiple of any other number, let's take a number 7. The first multiple of 7 will be 7 into 1, 7. Second multiple of 7 will be 7 into 2, 14. Third multiple of 7 will be 7 into 3, 21. Summarizing the concept of multiple, it is actually the numbers which come in the table. 7 1s are 7, 7 2s are 14, 7 3s are 21. If you take the fourth multiple, 7 4s are 28. So basically, multiple means the numbers which appear in the table of any given number. Now if the question comes 7 is multiple of 7, yes it is multiple of 7 but it is multiple of 1 also. तो हमारा जो प्रोडक्ट का जो वैल्यू आती है, जो मल्टीप्लाई करके वैल्यू आती है, वो दोनों नंबर का मल्टीपल है, वो 7 का भी मल्टीपल है, वो 1 का भी मल्टीपल है. मल्टीपल से आप ऐसा समझिए कि टेबल में आने वाले नंबर्स को हम मल्टीपल्स कहेंगे. नाउ लेट्स गो बैक. मल्टीपल्स मींस टेबल में आने वाले नंबर्स. टू अंडरस्टैंड नाउ द कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ एलसीएम, लेट अस टेक 2 एग्जांपल्स. हम 2 नंबर्स लेते हैं, 4 and 6. We have taken 2 numbers 4 and 6 and we will see how to find their LCM. We will understand what is the concept of LCM using these 2 numbers. Now for this, first we will write down the multiples of 4. First multiple of 4 is 4 1s are 4. Second multiple of 4 is 4 2s are 8. Third multiple of 4 is 4 3s are 12. Fourth multiple of 4 is 4 4s are 16. Fifth multiple of 4 is 4 5s are 20. Sixth multiple of 4 is 4 6 are 24. Seventh multiple of 4 will be 28. Similarly, we can proceed. Then 32. Then 36. Similarly, let us write down the multiple of 6. Multiple of 6 will be 6 1s are 6. 6 2s are 12. 6 3s are 18. 6 4s are 24. 6 5s are 30. 6 6 are 36. So what we have done is we have taken the multiple of both the numbers 4 and 6. Now out of these, let us take the common multiple. What are the multiples which are common between both 4 and 6? Common means the multiples which are present as multiple of 4 as well as multiple of 6. ऐसे numbers देखने हैं जो 4 के भी टेबल में आ रहे हैं और 6 के भी टेबल में आ रहे हैं. There will be common multiple. Such numbers are 12, 24, since it is present in both the numbers as a common multiple, and 36. ना हमने यहाँ पर 36 तक ही मल्टीपल लिए. आप आगे जाएंगे तो और भी काफी कॉमन मल्टीपल्स हमें मिलेंगे, बट दैट इज नॉट नीडेड. व्हाई इट इज नॉट नीडेड वी विल डिस्कस. नाउ कॉमन मल्टीपल्स ऑफ 4 and 6 आर 12, 24 and 36. So we have understood the multiple, we have understood the common multiple, and now let's talk about the lowest. Now which is the lowest number among these three? The lowest among these three, 12, 24 and 36. इन तीनों में lowest number है 12 and that is our LCM. It is the lowest, it is the common and it is a multiple of 4 and 6. That is the concept of LCM. LCM का मतलब ये होता है अगर हमने 2 नंबर लिए हैं या 2 से ज्यादा नंबर लिए हैं तो ऐसा नंबर जो दोनों का मल्टीपल होना चाहिए और दोनों का मल्टीपल होने के साथ साथ वो उनका सबसे छोटा मल्टीपल होना चाहिए. लाइक यहां पर मल्टीपल 12 भी था, 24 भी था और 36 भी था, पर हमें चूज करना है अमंग देम द लोएस्ट कॉमन मल्टीपल. दिस इज द कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ LCM. LCM का मतलब ऐसा नंबर, रादर ऐसा सबसे छोटा नंबर जो दोनों कॉमन नंबर्स का, जो 2 नंबर्स का मल्टीपल हो जाएगा. दैट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ लोएस्ट कॉमन मल्टीपल. Now the method of finding the LCM will be, the first step we have to find out the prime factors. In the second step we will write down all the prime factors in the power form. In the third step we will take all the prime factors. In the fourth step we take their highest power. And finally we multiply to get our LCM. These are the steps of finding the LCM using the. Now after the factorization method there is one more method which is very commonly used for finding the LCM, which we will also use going ahead. It is the common division method. In the common division method we don't have to find factors, but we have to divide all the given numbers at a time. To understand this, let us first write down 42 and 63 side by side. Then draw a line like this. Now we will divide both of these numbers by any common number. And remember, when we talk about dividing these numbers, we will always use the prime numbers, which are 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, so on. So this division should never be by any composite, but it should be always by the prime numbers. And you have to take such a number which will divide both the numbers. Now 42 here is an even number, it is divisible by 2. 63 here is an odd number, it is divisible by 3. So I have to take a number which will divide both. So 42 is divisible by 2, but 63 is not divisible by 2. But if I look at 3, both the numbers are divisible by 3. So I will start my division by 3. When I divide 42 by 3, I get 14, as 14 3s are 42. It is suggested that when students are solving the question of LCM using the common division method, they should keep the tables in front for their reference. Now 63 divided by 3 is 21. Now I see that 14 and 21, they both come in the table of 7, so I can directly divide them by 7, as 7 2s are 14 and 7 3s are 21. Now I have 2 and 3. Understand that 2 and 3 both are prime numbers, so they will be divisible by itself only. So let us first divide by 2. This is 2 ones are 2. Now 3 is not divisible by 2, so leave it as it is. And now let us divide it by 3. 1 will remain as it is. 3 ones are 3. When I get 1 at the end, I will stop my division process, and the numbers on the left hand side here will give me our LCM. These numbers are 3 multiplied by 7 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3. Let's multiply it to find the answer. 3 into 7 is 21. 21 into 2 is 42. And 42 multiplied by 3 is 126. So again, our LCM remains 126, which was also the answer using the factorization method. But factorization method, until you have a good practice, it will take some time for you. But common division method will take slightly lesser time. However, based on your practice, you can choose any of the methods. Another easier approach of doing this question will be 42 and 63. Another easier approach will be to keep the tables in front. And now let's break down 42 into its factors. Now we know that 42 is 6 multiplied by 7. 6 7s are 42. 7 is a prime number, we cannot break it. 6 can be broken down as 2 into 3 into 7. So here, this is the easier approach of finding the factors of any number. Similarly, 63 is 7 multiplied by 9, as 7 9s are 63. 7 is a prime number, so I will keep it as it is. 9 can be broken down to 3 into 3. Now we can write them down in the power form. Here 2 is 1 time, it is 2 power 1. 3 is 1 time, 3 power 1. Similarly, 7 appears 1 time, I will write it as 7 power 1. In the prime factors of 63, 7 appears 1 time, I can write it as 7 power 1. 3 appears 2 times, I can write it as 3 power 2. And now you can take all the prime factors with their highest power. All the prime factors will be 2, 3 and 7. The highest power of 2 is 1, the highest power of 3 is 2, and the highest power of 7 is 1. This will give me 2 multiplied by 3 power 2 will be 3 multiplied by 3, 2 times multiplied by 7. When you multiply all these numbers, again you will get the same answer as 126. However, this was not the method to explain how to find out the LCM, but to explain how you can break down the numbers into its factors. by using the tables. I hope the method of common division is clear to you, and this is the most common method which we will use going ahead. Factorization method. Now after we understood the concept of LCM, let us understand through an example how to find the LCM of 2 numbers, 3 numbers, or more than 2 or 3 numbers. Now finding the LCM has multiple ways, and here we are going to first learn the factorization method, and then we will learn the common division method. For the factorization method, let's take the first example. The two numbers are 42 and 63. In the factorization method, first we will find out the factors of these numbers 42 and 63. Let's find the factors of 42. 42 is an even number, so it will be divisible by 2. For that, I will write down 42 here and 2 next to it. Let's divide 42 by 2. You can do it mentally. However, for the sake of convenience, I am showing the division here. 2 2s are 4. Subtracting, I get 0. I'll take the 2 down. 2 1s are 2. Our division is complete. Our quotient is 21. So write down this quotient below 42. This is 21. Now 21 is an odd number, so it is not divisible by 2 now. So I will divide it by the next prime number, 3. 21 divided by 3. We know it is 3 7s are 21. My division is complete. My quotient is 7. So I'll write down 7 here. And we know 7 is a prime number, so it will be divisible only by 7. As 7 1s are 7. As we get 1 at the end, our division is complete, and these are the factors 2, 3 and 7. So I write them down as 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 7. Now let's give them powers. Here 2 has appeared one time. So if 2 has appeared one time, I can write it as 2 raised to the power of 1 multiplied by 3 also has appeared one time. I can write it as 3 raised to the power of 1. Similarly, 7 has appeared one time, so I can write it as 7 raised to the power of 1. So the factors of 42 are 2 raised to the power of 1, 3 raised to the power of 1 and 7 raised to the power of 1. Let's write them down. 2 raised to the power of 1 multiplied by 3 raised to the power of 1 multiplied by 7 raised to the power of 1. These are the factors of 42, rather prime factors of 42. Similarly, let's find out the factors of 63. Now 63, we know it's an odd number, so it will not be divisible by 2. So I'll start dividing it by 3. 63, I know that 21 3s are 63, but I'll show you the division here. 3 2s are 6. Subtracting, I get 0. Place 3 down and 3 1s are 3. Our division is complete. Our quotient is 21. I will write down the quotient 21 below 63 here. Now again we have to divide 21, and we know that 21 is again divisible by 3. 21 divided by 3, this will give me 3 7s are 21. Our quotient is 7. I will write down 7 below 21. 7 is a prime number, so it will be divisible only by 7, as 7 1s are 7. Now here the factors are 3 into 3 into 7. These are the factors. Now let us write them down in the power form. Here 3 has appeared 2 times, so I will write it as 3 raised to the power of 2. Since it has appeared 2 times, I will write it as 3 and give it a power 2. Multiplied by 7 has appeared one time, so I will write it as 7 raised to the power of 1. So the factors of 63 are 3 raised to the power of 2 and 7 raised to the power of 1. Now this is the first step of finding the LCM. You find out the prime factors and write them down in the power form. Now in the second step, you take all the factors. Now all the factors or all the prime factors here are 2, 3 and 7. After taking all the prime factors, we have to take the highest power. Now highest power of 2. Now say 2 has appeared only once and its only power is 1. So there is no question of highest power. हमें यहाँ पर highest power मतलब 2 यहाँ पर एक ही बार आया है और उसका power 1 है, तो उसका power हमें 1 ही रखना है. Now let's take the highest power of 3. In the prime factors of 42, the power of 3 is 1, and among the prime factors of 63, the power of 3 is 2. We will take the highest power. Highest between 1 and 2 will be 2. So we'll take 3 power 2. Coming to the next factor 7, the highest power here, the power of 7 is 1. Here also the power of 7 is 1. So there is no question of highest power because both of the places the power of 7 is 1. So I will take the power of 7 also as 1. And now the next step will be to multiply them. Remember, 2 power 1 is only 2 or 2 one time. 3 power 2 means you have to take 3 2 times. So 3 power 2 will be 3 into 3 into 7 power 1 means you have to take 7 only once. Now let's multiply them. 2 3s are 6, 6 3s are 18 and 18 7s are 126. So 126 is the LCM of 42 and 63, which means 126 is the smallest number which is a multiple of 42 as well as multiple of 63. That is the concept of LCM using the factorization method. We can also solve this question using the common division, which we will learn just now. Now let us find out slightly bigger numbers, which are 36, 60 and 72. Now as we see that all of the three numbers are even numbers, so they will all be divisible by 2. When we divide 36 by 2, I get 18 as 18 2s are 36. When we divide 60 by 2, I get 30. And when we divide 72 by 2, I get 36. Now here I am not showing the division, but the division is simple. Students should undertake this. Now let us divide 18, 30 and 36 as all of these three are even numbers. Let's divide them again by 2. So 2 9s are 18. 30 divided by 2 will give me 15. And 36 divided by 2 will give me 18. Now I see that among these three numbers 9, 15 and 18, only 18 is divisible by 2. But all the three numbers are divisible by 3. So let us divide them by 3. 3 3s are 9, 3 5s are 15 and 3 6s are 18. Now the three numbers are 3, 5 and 6, out of which 3 and 6 are divisible by 3. So let us divide by 3 as 3 1s are 3, 5 will remain as it is, 3 2s are 6. Now I have 5 and 2 which are prime numbers and they will be divisible only by 5 and 2. Let's divide it by 2 first. 1 will remain as it is, 5 will remain as it is. This will become 2 1s are 2. Finally, let's divide by 5 to complete the division. This is 5 1s are 5. And since I get 1 at the end, my division process is complete, and multiplying the numbers, I will get my LCM. So this will be 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 2 multiply 5. 2 into 2 is 4. 4 into 3 is 12. 12 into 3 is 36. 36 into 2 is 72, and 72 into 5 is 360. So our LCM here will be 360. Now let us find out the LCM of three numbers, which are 12, 18 and 20. For that, first we will write them down and then draw a line like this. And now pay attention to the three numbers. They all are even numbers, so they will all be divisible by 2. 2 6 ja 12, 2 9 ja 18, and 2 10 ja 20. Now I have the three numbers as 6, 9 and 10. Now there is no such number which will divide all of them together. So what you do is, you take a number which will divide maximum numbers. For example, 6 and 9 will be divisible by 3, or 6 and 10 will be divisible by 2. So let's divide 6 and 10 by 2 first, as 2 3s are 6. Leave the 9 as it is because it is not divisible by 2, and 2 5s are 10. Now we see our numbers are 3, 9 and 5, out of which 3 and 9 both are divisible by 3. So let's divide them by 3, as 3 1s are 3, 3 3s are 9. 5 is not divisible by 3, so keep it as it is. Now I see that 3 and 5 both are prime numbers, so they will be divisible only by 3 and 5. Let us first divide it by 3. Leave the 1 as it is. Here it will be 3 1s are 3. 5 is not divisible, keep it as it is. Now let's divide by 5 to finish the division. This will be 1. This will be 1. This will also be 5 1s are 5. This will be also 1. Now the numbers on the left hand side, which is 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 5. This will give me the LCM. Let's multiply them to find the answer. 2 into 2 is 4. 4 into 3 is 12. 12 into 3 is 36. And 36 into 5 is 180. So our LCM will be 180.